In the bustling city of Eldoria, where skyscrapers pierced the clouds and the streets hummed with the relentless pace of ambition, lived a young man named Alex. At 28, Alex was an unassuming office worker in a mid-tier marketing firm. He blended into the background like wallpaper, polite, efficient, but utterly forgettable. Colleagues nodded at him in the hallways, but no one sought his opinion in meetings. His ideas were dismissed with casual shrugs, and even his boss, Mr. Hargrove, a stern man with a perpetual scowl, treated him like an afterthought. Alex yearned for respect, not the superficial kind that came from titles or wealth, but the genuine admiration that made people lean in when he spoke. One rainy evening, as Alex trudged home from another unremarkable day, he stumbled upon an old bookstore tucked away in a narrow alley. The sign creaked in the wind, Tomes of Transformation. Curiosity piqued, he pushed open the door, the bell tinkling softly. Inside, shelves groaned under the weight of ancient books, and the air smelled of aged paper and mystery. Behind the counter sat an elderly woman with silver hair and piercing blue eyes. She looked up from her reading glasses and smiled knowingly. "Looking for something specific, young man?" she asked, her voice like velvet. Alex hesitated. I don't know. Something to change my life, maybe. I want people to respect me." The woman's eyes twinkled. Respect. It's not given, it's commanded." She reached under the counter and pulled out a dusty leather-bound book. The title embossed in gold read, "The Art of Instant Respect." This isn't your average self-help drivel. It's a guide from the ages, tested by kings and commoners alike. But beware, it demands action. Alex bought the book for a handful of coins and hurried home. That night, under the glow of his desk lamp, he cracked it open. The pages were filled with timeless principles, woven into stories of historical figures who had turned disdain into devotion. As he read, Alex realized respect wasn't about force or fakery, it was about subtle mastery of self and others. The book outlined 10 core strategies, each promising to elicit instant respect if applied with precision. Eager for transformation, Alex decided to test them one by one, starting the very next day. Strategy 1. Master your presence. The first chapter emphasized presence, the unspoken aura that commands attention. Stand tall, speak clearly, and own the space, it advised. Alex had always slouched, mumbling through conversations. The next morning, he practiced in front of his mirror, shoulders back, chin up, eyes steady. At work, during the team meeting, when Mr. Hargrove asked for updates, Alex didn't wait to be called. He stood, projecting his voice with calm authority. "I've analyzed the campaign data, and here's what we can improve." Heads turned. For the first time, his colleagues listened without interruption. Mr. Hargrove nodded approvingly. It was a small victory, but Alex felt the shift, respect flickering in their eyes. Presence, the book explained, was about energy. People subconsciously defer to those who exude confidence without arrogance. Alex recalled a story from the book about Cleopatra, who captivated Roman generals not just with beauty, but with her regal posture and unwavering gaze. Emulating this, Alex made it a habit to enter rooms as if he belonged at the head of the table. Over the week, casual chats in the break room evolved. People sought his input on trivial matters, a sign that his presence now demanded acknowledgement. Strategy 2. Listen intently. Respect begets respect, the second strategy proclaimed. Listening wasn't passive, it was an active demonstration of value. Alex had often interrupted others, eager to share his thoughts. Now, he vowed to change. At lunch with his coworker Sarah, who rambled about her weekend, Alex leaned in, nodding, asking thoughtful questions. What made that hike so memorable? Sarah's eyes lit up, she felt heard. By the end, she confided a work frustration, seeking his advice. In that moment, Alex realized listening elevated him. People respected those who made them feel important. The book drew from Confucius, who taught that true wisdom lay in understanding others. Alex applied this in a client call gone awry. The client vented frustrations about delays. Instead of defending, Alex listened, paraphrasing, "It sounds like the timeline is your biggest concern." The client calmed, and they collaborated on a solution. Word spread. Alex was now the go-to guy for tricky negotiations. Respect flowed naturally when he prioritized others' voices. Strategy 3. Set boundaries firmly. Boundaries were the third pillar. Weak boundaries invite disrespect, the book warned. Alex had always said yes to extra tasks, fearing rejection. This made him a doormat. Inspired by a tale of Alexander the Great, who drew lines even with allies, Alex practiced refusal. When a colleague dumped last-minute work on him, he responded calmly, "I appreciate you thinking of me, but my plate is full. Let's find another way." The colleague backed off, impressed by his assertiveness. Boundaries weren't rude, they were respectful to oneself. At home, Alex applied this with his roommate, who often borrowed without asking. A firm conversation ensued, and harmony returned. People began viewing Alex as principled, not pushover. His boss even assigned him a leadership role in a project, recognizing his newfound spine. Strategy 4. Demonstrate competence. Nothing commanded respect like proven skill. The fourth strategy urged showcasing expertise subtly. Alex dove into his field, studying marketing trends after hours. In a strategy session, when debates arose, he shared data-backed insights. Based on recent analytics, video content boosts engagement by 40%. Citations from industry reports sealed it. Colleagues deferred, and Mr. Hargrove praised his preparation. The book referenced Leonardo da Vinci, whose mastery in multiple domains earned universal admiration. Alex emulated by volunteering for a presentation, nailing it with visuals and facts. Post-meeting, emails poured in, "Great job." Competence wasn't boasted, it was displayed, instantly elevating his status. Strategy 5. Show integrity. Integrity was the fifth key, consistency between words and actions. Alex had occasionally cut corners, like fudging reports. The book cited Abraham Lincoln's honesty as a cornerstone of his respect. Vowing change, Alex owned a mistake in a team email. "I overlooked this detail, here's how I'll fix it." Instead of scorn, he received support. Transparency built trust. In an ethical dilemma, when a vendor offered a kickback, Alex declined firmly. His integrity shone, and whispers of his reliability spread. Respect deepened as people saw him as unbreakable. Strategy 6. Use body language wisely. Body language spoke volumes, the sixth strategy revealed. Open postures invited respect, closed ones repelled it. Alex mirrored confident figures like Winston Churchill, adopting power poses, hands on hips, steady eye contact. In negotiations, he avoided fidgeting, projecting calm. A story of Queen Elizabeth II illustrated poise under pressure. Alex tested this at a networking event, approaching strangers with a firm handshake and genuine smile. Conversations flowed, he left with contacts, respected for his approachability yet authority. Strategy 7. Give genuine compliments. Flattery failed, but sincere praise succeeded, the seventh tactic. Alex complimented specifically, "Your report's analysis was spot on, it changed my perspective." Recipients beamed, reciprocating respect. Drawing from Dale Carnegie's principles, Alex made it habitual. With his barista, "You always remember my order perfectly," earned warmer service. Praise humanized him, fostering alliances. Strategy 8. Handle conflict gracefully. Conflict was inevitable, handling it gracefully was the eighth art. The book advised de-escalation over domination. When a heated argument erupted in a meeting, Alex interjected, "Let's clarify both sides." He mediated, earning nods of approval. Inspired by Nelson Mandela's reconciliation, Alex resolved a personal feud with a neighbor through calm dialogue. Respect followed as people saw his maturity. Strategy 9. Be generous with knowledge. Sharing knowledge without gatekeeping was the ninth strategy. Alex mentored a junior, explaining concepts patiently. Gratitude followed, and his reputation as a leader grew. Like Socrates, who taught freely, Alex hosted informal lunch learns. Attendance swelled, respect came from empowerment. Strategy 10. Cultivate mystery. The final strategy, a touch of enigma. Reveal enough to intrigue, not everything, it counseled. Alex stopped oversharing, letting actions speak. People wondered about his quiet confidence, drawing them closer. Echoing Mona Lisa's smile, this aura made him magnetic. At a company party, vague hints about his hobbies sparked curiosity, conversations deepening. Weeks later, Alex reflected on his transformation. The book had worked wonders, not magic, but disciplined application. Promotions followed, friendships blossomed, and self-respect anchored it all. In Eldoria's chaos, Alex stood respected, a testament that instant respect was achievable through deliberate mastery. But the story didn't end there. Alex passed the book to a struggling friend, perpetuating the cycle. Respect, he learned, was a ripple, start with self, and it spreads infinitely.